Alright, I have been working on this fuel tank on this old girl past couple of days because the petcock system on this bike was wrong. The person that owned it before me had somebody do the restoration work on this bike, and they put as far as I'm concerned, they put the wrong fuel system on it. It had this, and which gave it a solid line under the bike, and you would have to reach under the bike to use this petcock, which didn't work well. It doesn't work well with this motorcycle. This system will leak, and it leaked. Didn't leak a lot, but it leaked enough. And it wasn't the right system for this bike. I know the guys that restored this motorcycle, and I'm I don't know. Let's just say I'm disappointed in some of the work they did on it. But this had to come off. I would go and park this bike, and even though I would push in, my hand around here, push in this plunger here, it would still leak through. So when I went to restart the bike after it's set for a while, it would be flooded. So these bikes come with what's known as a fuel rod petcock in it, which means it's in the top. This is an easy one to operate. Harley ran these petcocks probably from the 30s all the way to about 1965, I think, maybe in the last year, 64, maybe 64, 65. But these are way better, and they work for these motorcycles in this style of a gas tank. This is a 59, so this works with it perfectly. And the principle here is you just unscrew it. Now the fuel's on. If you need reserve, you unscrew it all the way, and the spring pushes and holds it up. Now I'm on reserve if I need reserve. With this other system here, I didn't have a reserve, but now I do with this. And this one doesn't leak. And to shut it off, you just screw it here good and tight. Now the fuel's shut off, and now I don't have fuel rolling into my carburetor past my float bowl and down into my cylinders. And it doesn't leak. I love it. It's sealed and done right. Took me a while to do this. I got it in right. I don't do these often, but this is a way better system than the one that was here. These motorcycles, for what it's worth, don't have a vent. So, there's no vent here. And it's not a screw-in cap, it's a clip. This, when you have it unscrewed and open, will work as a vent for the fuel tank, which will give it better flow to the carburetor. On the newer bikes, like my old trusty 2014, when you open this up, you come over here, if I can get my camera in here on it. Okay. When you open this up, over here you'll see this little hole. There's the vent for the fuel tank. That makes a big difference. It makes a huge difference. And now I've got this right. So it flows better. It'll fire up. When I've been on the road for a while and I park this thing, it fires up a whole lot easier now. Because I'm not flooding into the car. I'm not flooding the carburetor out while I'm starting it. I'm able to start the bike on the second to third kick once it's run a few miles, or I would just go to the gas station, because I can shut this off, and once I get it fired up, unscrew it, down the road we go. And the bike runs a heck of a lot better. It's easier to adjust the carburetor now. I have an inline fuel filter, but that's a must since you don't have one in the tank. Anyway, that's what I've been up to. I just thought I'd put this out, a little TSA. If you're going to ride these old bikes, and they're a lot of fun to ride, you really do need the right petcock and fuel system on them to make them go. And once you have that, you're good to go. Excuse the shop, it's kind of messy today. But anyway, that's all I got to say. So, talk to y'all later. Be good.